God damn it. What is up, YouTube? Imco48. This is going to be probably one of the final deck lists that we're going to be looking at near the end of the year here. I say that because we're going to be looking at some of the deck list from the ARG this previous weekend. And, of course, 69% of the top field in Orlando was Spirals. What a fucking shocker there. And I only wanted to go through this because there was a Draco deck list and another Burning Abyss deck list that both topped in this plethora of absolute devastating tier shit. You had Trickstars coming in at 19%. I believe they had, what, 3 in top cut? Maybe 4, which isn't absolutely terrible. But when your metagame has just been 150% Spiral, you know, you kind of start to question things. Looks like there were no Pendulum Magician in the top cut of this event, which is actually relatively interesting. And it was kind of cool to see that your two odd picks getting into top cut were this. Burning Abyss actually ended up finishing, I believe, 8th place was the official number, which is actually just spectacular for Rogue. It was piloted by Stevie Moon, of course. Congratulations, sir. One of his teammates was actually the first one that told me about him topping this weekend. So ARG got ahead and posted the deck list. And the True Draco deck list was piloted by, I will find it here for you in 1 second, but congratulations to both these duelists. Jerome Adams was the one that piloted the list for Draco. So anyway, what is going on here with Burning Abyss? I'm not gonna lie, this is probably a little bit more of your standard hand trappy variant for this deck. This one's also taking advantage of Snow. Actually, this is something relatively interesting that we've seen, because Beatrice does not have to send just Burning Abysses to the grave. It can literally dump anything, which makes this card a little bit more of a powerhouse. So, 1 Alich, triple Ash Blossom, 1 Barbar, 1 Seer, 1 Crane, 1 Snow, triple Farfa, triple Fiendish Rhino, triple Ghost Ogres, 1 Graph, the Malbranch of the Burning Abyss, 1 Libic, 1 Max C, 1 Rubik, triple Skarm, 1 Tour Guide. Now, the spell lineup: 2 Cosmic Cyclone, 1 Dark Hole, 1 Foolish Burial, triple Desires, 1 Raigeki, triple Twin Twister, triple Anti-Spell, and 1 Skill Drain. The extra deck down here: 1 Dragon Buster, 1 Pilgrim, 1 Crystal Wing, 1 Virgil, 1 Beatrice, 2 Dante, 1 Downer Magician, 1 Mech Quipped, 1 Acid Golem, 1 Nightmare Shark, 1 Gram Pulse, 1 Break Sword, and 1 Decode Talker with 1 Double Helix. Once again, those cherry targets. Of course, triple Ghost Reaper, 2 Lava Golem, 2 Shaddoll Dragon, triple Vanity's Fiend, triple Evenly Matched, and triple Solemn Scolding. Yes, I do have this on the list as Solemn Authority to see if you're really paying attention to the net decking. You gotta pay attention for these lists, though, guys. You know what I mean? Don't get bamboozled. But yeah, triple Solemn Scolding in the side deck. I actually, starting to kind of, at the beginning of the format, we had that mentality towards Scolding, that it was one of those cards that you were originally using as a blowout prevention for Evenly Matched. Then Mind Crush kind of started coming along as the format developed a little bit. And Scolding gave you, not only is it like a prevention for itself, but it also was acting as judgment. And just kind of knowing that, like, if your opponent's going to do some, like, next level bullshit to you, Scolding is one of those cards you kind of just, you opt to take these out. In certain matchups, you just bring in the Scoldings, and as long as you're setting up your monster in a position that is a little bit better for you, Scolding gives you that next level protection. I definitely really like that. Makes Scolding one of the better cards that we've had in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! In a while. What's so spicy about this deck? We've always kind of heard people joking about Crane. 150% of the time, Tour Guide's better, but the unfortunate downside of Tour Guide is, well, you know, she is limited to 1. So Crane's one of those cards that lets you set up another Dante or another level 3 to kind of just set up and establish your place. You gotta remember, this thing literally blanks the effect. Will let you do what your needs to do. So, just as another normal blank monster for the normal summon bring back, move up your ladder, you also have to remember TCG still got Beatrice limited to 1, and we also don't have Cherubni or whatever the name is of the new Link monster. So the TCG is literally just playing this as a control variant, and the TCG's been getting away with it. I've heard a couple people joking about, you know, we need this deck at 100% now. This deck is fine. Just leave Seer at 1, leave Graph at 1, and fucking leave Tour Guide at 1. Everything is fine. This deck is showing up in the Tier 2 spectrum, which is extremely beautiful. It's a lot better than Burning Abyss has done in a long time. So, congratulations, sir. It's extremely cool to see this deck even really doing anything at this current point in time, especially as an anti-meta choice. Also, this card is fucking just the literal tits right now. Like, you just get a special summon of Burning Abyss, and you're just like, haha, nope, I don't care. Normal summon this. This and a Scolding backing it up. It's literally just massive disgust. And then, of course, shit like Evenly Matched, kinda. I mean, if this is like the only thing you've got on your field, Evenly doesn't do anything to you. This thing has to be eaten up by a board wipe. But, I mean, we only have 2 board wipes in the current TCG, so something to consider. Anyway, moving on along over here. This is the other deck list I wanted to showcase. Yeah, I know, it's too Draco. I know you've all had your fair share of Masterpiece, but it's been a little bit since we're getting to like the end of the format here. And as I said, I know you guys you're sick of hearing about Masterpiece deploy effect. You know, this is my territory, this is my territory. I understand. But in a format where you've got Spiral running amok everywhere, it's kind of interesting to see this deck actually evolve and take center stage. Especially only playing 2-card Demise. You guys thought that TC or OCG mentality? Yeah, card Demise is at 2, they're still playing it. And I definitely like the fact that you're a little bit heavier on monsters in this build, so it's not like you're going further away from Demise, but it's not the same logic as Triple Desires, where you want to ensure drawing them. It's just 2 is fine. Does it make sense? Card Demise, if you need to resolve multiples, I think you're kind of losing at that point. So this is a little bit more well-rounded version of True Draco, in my opinion. So 2 Ash Blossom, 1 Ignis, triple Majesty Maiden, triple Masterpiece, 1 Maxi, 2 Spellbook Magician of Prophecy, 2 Card Demise, triple Disciples, triple Diagram, 2 copies of Duality, 2 Spellbook of Knowledge, 2 Secrets, triple Terraforming, 1 Stormforth, and triple True Draco Heritage. Shop cards, triple Evenly Matched, triple Apocalypse, and 1 True King's Return. The side deck, triple Drawn Lockbird, 2 Cosmic Cyclone, 1 Dark Hole, 2 Desires, 1 Raigeki, triple Anti-Spell, 1 Imperial Order, and 2 Unending Nightmare with no extra deck. None of that trap card that says, fuck you opponent, I don't have an extra deck. I might have definitely considered playing an extra deck at this point in time because we're not playing the Monarchs Erupt. I'm actually very surprised to see he's not playing Monarchs Erupt. That skill drain effect is pretty goddamn good. And you're already equipped with not having an extra deck. I just feel like you typically would play without an extra deck to play the cards that, well, you know, you would benefit from not having an extra deck with, but he opted to just say fuck it and just didn't have this. So, a little bit hesitant there. And also the way that I can tell that he built some of his side deck, he had a lot of mentalities for a lot of things that he wanted in the main deck, ITT this. I definitely feel like a lot of the changes he was making to the main deck, boarding in things like this, he just had too many cards he wanted to play in his main deck, so he just tossed them in the side. It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad player mentality. But sometimes it hinders down the deck not having those counter choices. But he did make it to top 16 of the event. I definitely like this. I'm liking the number of this and the number of this. Sometimes I understand you're maxing out on your numbers to ensure that you draw them. But on the fair side, is it really this bad to not have to worry about that? You know what I mean? Just all about those statistics. So, these are the 2 deck lists from the ARG Circuit Series this weekend in Orlando for the Rogue picks. Definitely, this deck was supposedly undefeated day 1 of Swiss, which is so beautiful. And then to see True Draco even doing remotely well right now is phenomenal. So guys, what do you think? Leave a comment down below. Tell me you guys think. I know we're all ready for a ban list. Don't worry, Papa Robbie knows. I'll probably do a discussion on a ban list soon enough. So, alright guys, I'm out. Deucerinos.